Hey y'all, I guess I'm just doing videos all morning. They hitting me with the doo-doo weapons. My stomach is kind of, you know, my stomach is kind of, but, I try to fight it and try to not let them control my bowels or my bladder. It's hard though, because it'd be like involuntary and I have to just go and run, you know, like an invisible laxative or something like that, a remote invisible laxative. So, this video, I'm going to talk about the inconvenience of the targeted individual lifestyle. Okay, so first of all, with the inconvenience of the lifestyle, you can never get comfortable, you can never have peace or quiet. Or the moment you do have a little peace or quiet and you acknowledge it and you're happy about it, that's when they come with vengeance, But I just really hate this nagging, annoying, they cause misery in your life and then use it against you. Narcissistic abusers and gang stalking perps cause misery in your life and then use it against you and throw it in your face saying that you're too negative, energy draining, and complain too much and you're just miserable and you're pretty sad and pathetic and that you have nothing good going for yourself. But every time you try, they block it and they succeed at it, So, first of all, homelessness, street homelessness itself is inconvenience. The things that come with it, So it's inconvenient to not have your own car, your own house, your own place. You always have to. It's like the less of stuff that you own. And that's what I had to realize. That the less of stuff that you own, even if you rent, there's always these doggone contracts, all these lease agreements or whatever agreements and contracts and rules to follow. It's like you got less freedom and more rules when you don't have your own. Like when you have your own car, there's no limit to when when you want to get up and go drive somewhere. If you have your own place and you're not in a shelter or whatever, or even if you're in your own hotel or motel room, you don't have to worry about curfew or anything like that, or rule less. You got less rules. If you rent an apartment, you got more rules to follow than somebody who owns their own house. But I guess if you are enslaved to paying a mortgage, you got more rules than somebody who has their house paid off. But then again, you think you own it, but kind of find out they say that you don't own anything. So if you have to pay property taxes even after your car or house is paid off, then you got to pay property taxes, and that means that the government can seize it anytime that they want, and it's really not yours. And they say that if you get married, I guess if you're targeted too or not, if you get married, then, you're actually married to I've heard people say you're actually married to the government and not your husband. And so that means that supposedly give them leeway to come snatch up your kids and put them in foster care and do them any old kind of way that they see, that they want, So, wicked, evil bastards. They really think that they own what doesn't belong. The government thinks that they own what doesn't belong to them, So, don't you think it's inconvenient to, instead of going to the soup kitchen, having to eat out every meal because you don't have refrigeration and all that, and me, this is my personal experiences with the inconvenience of being targeted. You know, I mean, some people say that they had to move several times. My mentally slow, crazy biological family, I use it against me and throw it in my face and wonder why I move around from city to city or move around from state to state. Usually if I move, it'd be to a different state and I never like say live in like New Orleans and Gretna in Jefferson. You know, the New Orleans metro area has been the only area that I've resided in, had permanent residence in Louisiana. Like in Thibodaux, Louisiana, just going to college, you know, but it's not like I lived in Shreveport or Monroe, Louisiana or anything. Or I mean, I lived in Los Angeles and Long Beach, but it's not like I lived in Sacramento or San Diego or Northern California or anything, you know. So I mean, me having to bounce around, you know, can't stay in the same spot. And, you know, so I gotta go now because my storage space is running out on my phone. So I'll see y'all later. Bye.